continuing on the depreciation lecture class. We're continuing on the depreciation lecture. Now what we want to look at now is disposal, right? What we want to look at is disposal. Now when do we use disposal? In accounting, when we speak about disposal, right, if and when you would have sold a fixed asset, so if and when a fixed asset has been sold, right, it is said to be what? Disposed of. So when you sell a fixed asset, say equipment, land and building, machinery, etc., it is said to be disposed of. Unlike when you're selling goods, when you're selling your inventory, it is classified as what? Sales. But when you sell a fixed asset, they use the terminology disposal. So disposal make reference to if a fixed asset has been sold. It is otherwise known as it has been disposed of. Now, once you sell a fixed asset, right, the double entry is, because remember, when you buy a fixed asset, you do what? You debit the asset account, right? You debit the asset account when you buy the asset. Be it you buy it on credit or you buy it for cash. You're going to do what? Debit the asset account. Now, when you're selling a fixed asset, what you're supposed to do is to credit that asset account. Whenever you're selling a fixed asset, you're going to do what? Credit that asset account. Right? So you'll credit the asset account and you're going to credit the asset account with the cost price, not the selling price of the fixed asset. You know? Right? So whatever you had originally buy that fixed asset for. So say for example, 5 years ago you bought machinery for 500,000. Now fast track 5 years from that date and you're selling that machinery, and you might sell that machinery for, say for example, $300,000. So you just sell that machinery for $300,000. What you're supposed to do as it relates to the machinery account, you're going to credit the machinery account with the cost price of the fixed asset, meaning that what you would have originally bought that fixed asset for. Right? So you're going to credit the machinery account with the cost price, and then you're going to do what? Debit your what? Disposal account with that cost price also. Right? So the asset that we have right here, we're speaking about the what? The cost price of the asset. Right? So this is the cost price of the asset goes there. The cost price of the asset, right? Whatever the cost price was would be debited in your disposal account, and the double entry that it would have been what? Credited to your what? To the asset account, be it whatever the asset is. Right? So it would have been credited to the asset account and debited to your disposal account. Next of which, you're going to include your what? Accumulated depreciation. You're going to include your accumulated depreciation. Meaning that whatever depreciation you would have incurred on that asset over the period of time that you have that asset. Right? That will be included right here. Right? So take for example, if you have that, if the asset are depreciated by $50,000 each year. So in year 1, year 2, the third year, right? Assuming that this was a straight line method, right? So you bought a fixed asset, and after the third year, you decide to sell that fixed asset. Year 1 it had depreciated by what? 50,000. Year 2 it had depreciated by another what? 50,000. The third year it had depreciated by another what? 50,000. Right? So the accumulated depreciation up to the point of sale would have been 50 plus 50 plus 50 to give you what? 150. So it's an accumulated depreciation would have been recorded here. The accumulated depreciation. Right? And then next of which you have what? Bank or cash. Bank or cash meaning making reference to what? Whatever you would have got for the fixed asset. So if the person would have paid you in via check, or they gave you cash, or whatever means of payments, that is what will be placed right there. And the value. Right? So in this case, say for example, you buy the fixed asset originally for 500,000, but it was what? It was sold, you sell the fixed asset 3 years from that date for $300,000, right? That $300,000 would have been recorded what? Would have been recorded here. Now what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to what? Balance off the account. So what you'd have your cost, the asset at the cost price, what you have paid for it. Whatever depreciation would have been incurred on the asset, bank or cash meaning whatever you would have received for the asset, and you're going to balance off the account. Now when you balance off the account, it's one of two things. It's either the debit side is going to be short, that the debit side is going to be short, meaning that the credit side is greater than the debit side. Right? You insert that amount and therefore you'd have made a what? Profit. You would have made a profit. if it's a case where the debit side is greater than the credit side, right? It simply means that the credit side would have been short. So right, so that amount would have been inserted there, and it means that you would have made a loss. That amount would have been inserted there, and it would have mean that you would have made a loss. Bear in mind, as it relates to the disposal account, right? When you sell a fixed asset, you can't make a profit and a loss at the same time. So it would have been either or, right? So it's either a case where if you had made a loss, it would have looked like this, right? You bought the fixed asset for say 500,000. The accumulated depreciation is say 150. You sold that asset for 300,000. So therefore, when you do the maths, this plus this give you what? 450. Over there you have what? 500. So this side would have been short. So therefore, you'd have made a loss of what? 50,000. Because what you're saying, if you buy the asset for 500,000, the depreciation prior to selling that asset is 150. So it therefore means that the asset would have valued what? 350. Now if you sell the asset for 300,000, you would have sold it for what? 50,000 less than what that value. So therefore you would have got a what? A loss. You would have had a loss on disposal, right? If it was however different, what if it's a case where you had sold that asset for say for example 400,000. You had sold that asset for 400,000. Now when you do the calculation, which side is greater? That asset was originally bought for what? 500,000. The accumulated depreciation prior to selling that asset was what? 150, and you would have sold that asset for 400,000, right? In this case, the credit side is greater. So the 400 plus the 150 would have given you a total of what? 550 right here. Now when you look at this side of the this side, which is the debit side, you realize that you only have what? 500,000. So which side is short? The debit side is short. So therefore you would have had a what? A profit of 50,000. You would have made a profit of 50,000, right? Because when you sell the asset, when you sold that asset, you bought the asset for 500,000. It had incurred depreciation of what? 150. That incurred depreciation of 150. So therefore, at the point of sale, the asset valued what? 350. But you sold it for what? 400,000. So you sold it for what? 50,000 more than what it had value. So you would have made a profit in such case. You'd have made a profit in such case. Alright? So this is pretty much the disposal account and how it is treated. So what do you need to remember as it relates to the disposal account? In your disposal account, once you sell a fixed asset, you would have credited the fixed asset account, whatever the name of the fixed asset is. You'd have credited that fixed asset and you'd have credited that fixed asset account with the cost price, and you're going to what? Debit your what? Disposal account with also the cost price. Whatever depreciation has been calculated on the asset that you would have sold, right? So the accumulated depreciation on that asset that you would have sold, that is what you're going to insert right here. Whatever you would have received in exchange for that asset, be it cash value, bank value, or even an exchange asset value, right? That would have been inserted there, and then you'll be able to determine if you would have made a what? Profit or a loss. You'll be able to determine if you had made a profit or a loss. Alright? You'll be able to. Alright. Now we'll be looking at the an exercise question, right? Question 1. Right? It was shown to you at the start of the video. Question 1. Alright, question 1 reads, on January 1st, 2004, Jeremy Brown bought what? 2 pickup trucks, right? On credit from Mandora Limited for $20,000 each. Depreciation is charged at a rate of 10% per annum using the reducing balance method. The business policy is to charge a full year depreciation in the year of purchase, but not charge any depreciation, but not any in the year of sale. So let me say again, the business policy is to charge a full depreciation in the year of purchase, but not charge any in the year of sale, right? So what they're saying pretty much, right? In the year of purchase, they charge whatever time you would have purchased that asset, whatever time within the year, you're supposed to charge a full year depreciation, right? But whatever time that you would have sold that asset, if you sell that asset within the course of the year, no depreciation is supposed to be charged in the year for that asset that you are selling. Alright? So what we it continues to say that one of the pickup truck was sold for $13,000 cash on June 30th, 2006. On that date, another pickup cost $24,000 was bought for cash. Another pickup cost $24,000 was bought for cash. Right? So in 2006, June 30th, 2006, they sold one of the pickup. And on the same date, they bought one of the pickup. They bought another pickup. Right? So they would have acquired a third pickup. Because remember before they had only what? 2 pickup trucks. Alright? Now remember what is important to note. Included in the question, it says here that in the year of purchase, you're supposed to charge a what? Full year depreciation. But in the year of sale, you're not going to charge the depreciation on that asset, right? That instruction was specifically given to you, so therefore you'd have to adhere. If that was not there, then you'd have to prorate and find the depreciation up to the point of sale, or for however long you would have had that fixed asset. So we'll be looking at the workings. Right? We'll be calculating the workings. Alright. So you started out 2004. Now once you're working with more than one asset, it is important for you to label the asset. Right? Now I personally prefer to use the letters of the alphabet to represent each asset. Now A would have represented for us, or what? The first asset, B, the second asset, C, D, and we continue providing that we have more assets, right? Now it says that they bought what? They bought pickup trucks, right? So they bought pickup trucks, right? January 1st, 2004. And again, we're supposed to provide a what? Full year depreciation. So even if it was bought in the course of the year, a full year depreciation is charged. Alright. The rate is what? 10%. So for asset A, it's going to be what? 10 over 100 times what? 20,000. And for asset B, the same one. 10 over 100 times 20,000. Depreciation charge right there would have been what? 2,000. 2,000 also. Right? So the total depreciation charge representing both assets would have been 4,000. For the year 2004, right? But when we do it like this, we're able to single out what was the depreciation charge for A, and also what was the depreciation for what? For B, and if we add them together, we know the what? Overall depreciation for the year. Once you're working with more than one asset, it is important for you to label your asset and calculate them individually, because the likelihood that once you're doing a depreciation question, where disposal is involved, you'll be selling one of those assets and you need to know whatever accumulated depreciation was, whatever the accumulated depreciation is on that particular asset that you are selling. Alright, let's move to 2005. Again, we have asset A and we have asset B. Now we're using which method? Right? We're using the what? The reducing balance method, right? So we're using the reducing balance method. Now, so using the reducing balance method, remember that the reducing balance method is calculated on the what? Net book value, right? So if you take 2,000 from 20,000, you'll get the net book value for asset A at the start of the year. Right? You'll get the net book value for asset A at the start of the year, which gives us what? 18,000. And 2,000 again from this 20,000, meaning that the depreciation that was charged in year 1 minus the cost price gives you the net book value for the start of the next year. So both assets there, net book value starting out in 2005 would have been 18,000. 10% of such, 1,008, 1,008. Right? Together, when you add both of them together, you get what? 3,600. So this 3,600 represents the total depreciation charge for asset A and asset B. Depreciation charge for asset A, 1,008. Depreciation charge for asset B, 1,008. Alright. 2006. 2006. Now in 2006, what had happened? We sold one of the what? We sold one of the assets that was acquired, right? We sold one of the assets when? June 30th. And also on that date, we acquired a new asset. Right? We acquired a truck. Now remember the question states here that in the year of purchase, we're supposed to calculate a what? A full year depreciation for that asset, right? But in the year of sale, no depreciation is supposed to be charged on that asset. So that's alright. So we sold one of the assets. Now both assets that we had bought initially in 2004, each of those assets was for $20,000. Right? So let's just say we sold the first one, which is asset A, or we could have said we sold asset B because both of them is the same. It's the same amount. Let us say that we sold the first one, which is asset A. So it therefore means that we would have remained with asset what? B. Right? So it's going to be what? 10%. It's going to be 10%. Right? It's going to be 10%. Alright, because we're saying that we sold asset A, so it's going to be 10%. And remember, we're looking for the what? The net book value. So to get the net book value, for the start of 2006, for asset B, it's a 1,800 minus this 18,000 to give us what? 16,200, right? To give us 16,200, right? Which represents it, the net book value for asset B at the start of 2006. We won't be doing any calculation for asset A because it says, the question states that in the year of sale, no depreciation is supposed to be charged on the asset. But we also what? We also bought an asset, another asset in 2006. Right? Let's call it asset what? C. Right? So which is going to be what? 10%. It's going to be 10% of 24,000. Alright? Now, even though we bought it 6 months in the year, we're not going to prorate, meaning that we're not going to put 6 over 12. Reason being, the question originally states that in the year of purchase, we're supposed to calculate a what? A full year depreciation. So therefore, we have to calculate a full year depreciation for this asset. So 10% here give us what? 1,620, whereby 10% of this would have given us what? 2,400. So the depreciation charge, meaning that the total depreciation there would have been 4,020. Alright, so depreciation charge for 04 total, 4,000. For 2005, total 3,600. For 2006, total 4,020. Total 4,000. Alright. Okay. So what we'll be doing now, we'll be writing out the asset account, right? The asset account. And in this case, the asset here was what? Truck. Alright, so we're doing up the truck account. Alright, we're doing up the truck account. Now we started out when? January 1st, right? And they bought it from what? Miranda. They bought it from Miranda Limited. It was acquired from Miranda Limited. Right? Now remember that they bought what? 2 trucks, $20,000 each, so therefore that is going to give us a total of what? $40,000, right? It's going to give us a total of $40,000. And this was the year what? 2000, 2004, 2004. Nothing else transpires, so therefore you balance off, right? At the end of the year, what you're going to have? December the 31st, balance CD, 40,000. Double line to show that you have balanced off. Now this balance CD, you're going to take it to what? 2005. Because once you have a balance CD, you must have a what? Balance BD at the start of the what? Next period on the opposite side. So therefore, January 1st, balance balance brought down, your balance brought down there would go up $40,000. Did we buy an asset in 2005? No. We did not acquire any asset in 2005, so therefore we did not acquire any asset, neither did we sell any asset in 2005. So therefore it's got to be the same. So December the 31st, balance CD 40,000. 40,000. Let us go to 2006. Now you need to pay keen attention to 2006. 2006, the previous year we had a balance CD of 40,000. So for 2006, January 1st, balance brought down is what? $40,000. But remember in 2006, what had happened in 2006? We buy a fixed asset, right? When did we acquire that asset? June when? June the 30th, right? We bought the fixed asset on June the 30th, right? And this asset was acquired by what? Cash. So you put cash right there. So if you were doing the double entry, you would have what? Credit the cash account, but of course you're going to what? Debit the fixed asset account. Right? So we acquired that, we acquired one for what? 24,000, right? So your asset account, cost price and load is recorded in your asset account. Right? So you paid $24,000 for that asset. But also in 2006, on the same date, what did you do? You sell a fixed asset. So June 30th, you sold a fixed asset. Now when you sell a fixed asset, what do we say it is called? It's known as what? Disposal. It's known as disposal. Now we have sold a fixed asset. How much did we sell that fixed asset for? Right? We sold that fixed asset for what? 13,000. But do we put that 13,000 here? No. Right? Because in your asset account, asset is recorded at what? Cost price. So it comes into the business at cost price, it leaves the business at cost price. Right? So in your asset account is a cost price. And we're saying that we would have sold asset A. Asset A had cost us how much? $20,000. So even though we sell it for $13,000, the $13,000 is not recorded in the asset account. It is, right? The $13,000 will be recorded in your disposal account. So in the asset account, you have to record the what? The cost price. So the asset that we would have sold, right, that cost us originally what? $20,000. Right? Anything else transferred for 2006? No. So we can balance off 2006. But before balance off 2006, let us just drop the disposal account. To have a look at what the disposal account would look like. So your disposal account. Remember, for every debit there's a corresponding credit. So in the asset account, you see on the credit side, disposal 20,000. So therefore in the disposal account, you're going to see the asset. Now what is the name of the asset? Truck. Right? Truck. Right? For every debit is a corresponding credit. The reverse is also true. So what do you have right here? $20,000. Now we need the what? Accumulated depreciation, right? We need the accumulated depreciation, meaning that the total depreciation on the asset that we would have sold, the total depreciation on the asset that we would have sold, right? So we want to know how much the asset had depreciated by up to the point of sale. Alright? Now to know so, let us just go back over to the workings. We're saying that we sold asset A. Right? We're saying that we sold asset A. Now in 2004, asset A had depreciated by what? 2,000. In 2005, asset A had depreciated by what? 1,800. There was no depreciation calculated for asset A in 2006, but the question specifically states to you that no depreciation is supposed to be charged in the year of sale. So the accumulated depreciation, meaning that the total depreciation on asset A prior to it being sold was 2,000 plus 1,800, and that would have given us what? 3,800. Right? Now, how much much did we receive for the asset? Bank slash cash. How much did we receive for the asset? We have received what? 13,000, right? So we have got what? 13,000 from the asset. Now we're going to what? Balance off to see if we have made a what? Profit or a loss. Alright? If this side is greater, it simply means that this side would have been short, so you would have made a profit. Whereby if your debit side is greater, it simply means that the credit side is short, therefore would have made a what? A loss. When you add up the debit side, you get what? 20,000. When you add up this side, you get what? 16,800. Right? You would have got what? 16,800, right? 16,800. So therefore, you would have made a what? A loss. You'd have made a loss. You'd have made a loss on the sale of that asset. You'd have made a loss on the sale of that asset. Right? What is the loss that you would have made? You'd have made a loss of what? 3,200. You'd have made a loss of 3,200. Right? Now, how do you know that for sure? Remember, you bought the asset for what? 20,000. The asset had depreciated by what? The asset had depreciated by 3,800. So it therefore means that the asset at the point of sale, right, the asset would have valued what? 16,200. But how much did you sell it for? 13,000. So you sold it for what? For 3,000 less than what it valued. You sold it for 3,200 less than what it valued. Right? So you see the 3,000 coming, the 3,200 coming back, right? You sold it for 3,200 less than what it had valued. Alright. Let us balance off our asset account now. Add this, you get what? 64,000. 64,000. December 31st. Balance CD. Your balance CD is now what? The difference between both sides? 44,000. And this 44,000 here would have represented asset what? B and asset C. Now asset B, for asset B, you bought asset B for how much? 20,000. And asset C, you bought asset C for what? 24,000. So that gives you a total of what? 44,000, right? Which represent asset B and asset C. The remaining asset that you have in the business. The remaining asset that you have in the business. Alright? So therefore, this balance is going to be carried forward for what? For 2007. So in 2007, your balance brought down. For 2007, your balance brought down is going to do what? 44,000, which represents asset 2007, January 1st, balance brought down would be 44,000, which represents asset what? B and C. That represents asset B and asset C. Alright? Represent asset B and asset C. Alright. Now what we'll be doing now, we'll be doing what? The provision for depreciation account. Right? We'll be doing the provision for depreciation account. Another name for your provision for depreciation account is your accumulated depreciation account, right? So it is also known as your accumulated depreciation account. Otherwise known as your accumulated depreciation account. So it's either one of two things. It's either you write provision for depreciation or you write your accumulated depreciation. 2004. Now all provision account in accounting, all provision accounts, so be it provision for depreciation, provision for bad debts, provision for A, provision for B, Right? All provision account carries a credit balance. All provision account carries a credit balance. Alright? All provision account carries a credit balance. Let's start with provision for depreciation account. What are we going to be inserting here? We're going to be inserting the depreciation charge. Right? So for the year 2004, the depreciation charge for 2004, so what we have here, the first entry, December the 31st, P&L, meaning what goes to the profit and loss, which represents the depreciation charge. Now 2,000 for the asset A, 2,000 for asset B, give you a total of what? 4,000. And then you do what? You balance off this account for 2004. So December the 31st, balance CD, 4,000. 4,000. You go to 2005. January 1st, your balance brought down. Balance brought down. Once you have a balance CD, you must have a balance PD, 4,000. Now what was the depreciation charge of 2005? Given this question, we're using the reducing balance method. We find depreciation on asset A and also asset B. That gave us a total of what? 3,600. So the depreciation charge for 2005 is December 31st. Remember, the depreciation charge goes to your what? Profit and loss. The depreciation charge for 2005, 3,600. When you add these two together, you get what? 7,006. So you balance off. December 31st, balance CD, 7,600. Move on to 2006. January 1st, balance brought down 7,600. Now what was the depreciation charge for 2006? We are calculating the depreciation for asset A, which amount to what? 1,620. And also asset B, that for what? 2,400 to give us a total depreciation charge of 4,020. To give us a total depreciation charge of 4,020. But what had happened? Remember that we would have also what? Sell